My mom told her friends I was the family mistake. I was 18, stuck holding a tray of appetizers, when my dad pointed at me and laughed. She's the 1%. Champagne popped. People wiped tears from laughing. I wasn't a guest at that party. I was the punchline. 2 weeks earlier, I checked my college fund and found it empty. I hadn't even confronted them yet. I didn't cry in front of their friends or beg for answers. I waited until the last car left, packed a backpack with 3 shirts, my work boots, and $50, then walked out at 1:17 a.m. I didn't look back. I stayed gone for 9 years. I landed in Houston with a cheap room and a job site alarm clock. I got called kid and sweetheart. I got shocked once because a guy thought it was funny not to lock out a breaker. I kept showing up anyway. Trade school at night, work all day, license after license. By 26, I'd started a small commercial electrical company with a partner who treated me like an equal. Buildings lit up because I did the math right. My parents' voices still rattled around my head anyway. Then my company won a bid on a luxury development. I opened the site plan and froze because the road ran past my old neighborhood. I told myself it was just work. Then I pulled my parents' property records like an idiot. Refinances, a second mortgage, lines of credit, and late payments. And then I found it. A withdrawal slip from Jessica College Fund dated the same month I left. Memo line, family emergency with my brother's initial. So that empty account wasn't an accident. It was a choice. 2 days later, an email hit my work inbox. Subject line, my full name. It's Mom, we found your business. We need to talk. Urgent. I archived it. That night, my doorbell went insane. Jessica, we know you're in there. My mom yelled through the door. My dad tried the softer tone. Open up, please. We just need to talk. I cracked the door and they looked older, smaller, desperate. My mom's eyes slid past me into my apartment like she was shopping for proof. What do you want? I asked. My dad swallowed. The bank is calling the note. We're behind. We need a co-signer. My mom added. Just sign. We'll fix it. We're family. I stared at her. You didn't show up for me for 9 years. Now you need my signature? She flinched like that was rude. I slid the withdrawal slip across my kitchen table. My mom went pale. You weren't supposed to see that. No, I said. I was supposed to shut up and struggle. That night, my phone buzzed with a number I hadn't seen in forever. My brother. They came to you, didn't they? He said, and he sounded tired, not smug. We met at a greasy diner off the highway the next day. He didn't dance around it. They took your fund to cover my mess. I told them not to. He slid his phone across the table. Screenshots. There was even an attempted credit card application in my name. Stopped only because the system flagged it. They tried that too, he said. They just never expected you to survive without them. So we walked into the bank together. Fluorescent lights. A long table. My parents on one side, hands clasped like prayer. Me and my brother on the other with folders. The loan officer looked at me. If they default, you're responsible. Do you understand? My hand stayed steady. Time slowed down. The air went thin. First, my mom reached for my hand. Then she missed. Next, her voice wobbled. Jessica, please. Then my dad smiled like a salesman. Family helps family. After that, I opened my folder. Paper slid forward. Next, I placed the withdrawal slip on top. Then I added the credit attempt printout. After that, I said, they stole my future to protect theirs. Next, my brother said, and I won't sign either. Then the loan officer exhaled and nodded once. After that, she said, application denied. My parents realized the room wasn't theirs anymore. My mom made a small broken sound. My dad stared at the table like it might save him. You're really going to let us lose the house? My mom whispered. People will talk. I stood up. You already let me lose mine. My dad finally looked at me. Not through me. At me. He had nothing to sell. Outside, the air felt lighter. Not happy. Just clean. A few months later, their house was sold and they moved into an apartment. They survived. They even kept going to church like nothing happened, just with smaller smiles. I stopped answering the calls. My company kept growing, and I started a scholarship at the trade school for girls who couldn't afford the fees, tools, or test prep. I named it the 1% Fund, not for failure, for the kids who get underestimated and still walk out anyway.